Hi, I'm Dr. Leena Doshi from Roshni Eye Hospital, Andheri, Mumbai. Well, today we are going to talk about certain eye diseases which cause either partial or complete blindness and how you can take measures to prevent it. A few pointers on that. As all of you know, eyes are very precious to us. From the day we are born till the day we see the end of this world, we need to see the world very clearly. And so we do need to take care of our eyes very well. Well, there are a lot of factors which influence the eye health. For example, there is weather, there is how you work, what you eat, how you keep yourself fit, the diseases, the genetic makeup. There are a lot of things which do affect. Certain factors are not in our hand, but yes, certain things we certainly can do for our eyes. Right. So I'm going to talk about, or rather I'm going to categorize what are the different types of eye diseases which affect us or which cause partial or complete blindness into certain categories. You know, most of them is usually what people do know is cataract, glaucoma, age-related macular degenerations, and diabetes. These are the four which people mostly know, but then they do not know most of the others which also do cause blindness. Right? So I'm going to categorize it according to age so that you can relate to people in your house, people in your lives, your friends, family, relatives. You can relate that way. So let us talk about beginning at infancy, which I would say it starts at 0 to 1 year. Right? Now 0 to 1, if you say that, how the hell will I know it's a baby? Right? So what usually happens is, what I would say here is, if your baby is born preterm and is in an incubator, yes, this baby needs an eye check before the baby is out of the hospital. Okay, because there's a certain condition called as retinopathy of prematurity which affects and can cause blindness to the child. So you do need a checkup at that point in time. Well, and if by chance you see that there's a white reflex in the eye, something is amiss with the eye, the eye is squinting, the baby is not following light. I mean light and not sound at all. Okay, it's not that you clap your hands and then the baby is looking there. No, I'm not meaning that. The baby is following you without a sound. If the baby is not following you, yes, you need to go to a doctor and see the doctor. Right? Feed the baby well as well. Follow all the instructions of your doctor. But if you see these things amiss, yes, you need to go and visit an eye doctor. Next, we'll come to preschool to the school age group. Yes, again, they are too young to tell you anything at all, right? But then, yes, there are a lot of things which can happen at this age which would be left as permanent mark on their eye, because the eye could be partially non-functioning. It is called as a lazy eye, or amblyopia it is normally called. But if you notice a squinting eye, if the child is sensitive to light, if the child is not focusing properly, if the child is not following what the teacher is doing at school, if the child is not taking down notes in the school properly, if the child is continuously saying that I'm having headaches, I cannot read properly, whenever I read I do get headaches, there's certain things which happen. If there's photosensitivity or light sensitivity, yes, you need to go and see a doctor immediately. Why so? Yes, because there could be a lot of refractive errors which are there. The errors would be in one eye, not in two eyes. So that one eye might just go lazy. So that can be corrected only at this age. So you need to take the baby or the child to the doctor. Nutritional deficiencies do happen at this point in time. Children at this age get start exploring new things. They're eating new things. So when they're doing that, there's a lot of gastroenteritis or diarrheas which do happen. Then if the child is not eating really well, doesn't like certain things, then they have only favored one particular kind of food. Now if that does happen, the child will have nutritional deficiencies. Vitamin A deficiency is very common, though of course uncommon in the urban areas. Yes, in the rural belt, it is quite common. You get malnourished children. And yes, vitamin A deficiencies lead to permanent blindness in children. Squints, yes, again, there could be squints in this age, so the squints also need to be taken care of, right? Plus, if there is some developmental changes which do happen because of a genetic predisposition, those things also could be affecting the vision of that particular child. right? So now we come next to the adult age group. I'm not going to categorize the adult age group. We could just take it as young, mid, and senior citizens. We can just take all of it. Now there's a huge gamut out here. Now when I'm talking of a huge gamut, I mean your entire life is spread out here. So what I mean by that is, yes, you're growing, you're studying at this point in time. Post studying, you're taking up jobs. Different kinds of jobs are there. Your different types of professions are being taken up. So all these things affect your eye. For example, a child takes up professionally a digital work. So the continuous digital work is there that affects the child. Yeah, there could be squints, which is happening at this point in time. Young children, adolescents, numbers keep on going on increasing. Now the numbers, especially the minus ones, if they really go on too much, there could be some degenerations happening in the retina. They could suddenly develop some holes out there, or there would be retinal detachments out there. Now these are going to cause blindness in that particular child, right? So they would come up with that. Then there are different psychological things which do happen. So they are on medication. So all the medications, psychiatric medications also do affect. Thyroid and hormonal changes do affect the eye as well. As you grow older, different professions come in place. So they are also prone to injuries, and injuries also can lead to partial blindness. As you go ahead, you could get some genetic disorders or the diseases which you are prone for genetically. Like for example, there could be diabetes, you could develop diabetes, there could be hypertension, there could be thyroid, there could be so many other diseases which would come up. Now if you also have a family history of glaucoma, the glaucoma could come up at that point in time. Now these are all blinding diseases or partially blinding diseases which need to be taken care of, and you have to be aware that yes, you need to go to a doctor and find them. Not all of them have symptoms. Not all of them can be diagnosed by you. Not all of them could show up suddenly. They could all gradually progress and ultimately lead to blindness. There could be systemic medications which you are on. Now there are medications which continuously you're taking. You could be on steroids. Now steroids, long-term steroids do have a lot of effects on the eye. The cataracts develop, there is glaucoma which comes up, and over a period of time they get uncontrolled. So it is very difficult that it can be managed. Now there is age-related macular degeneration. I forgot about that. Yes, that also comes up at a certain age. Reading glasses do come up, so it becomes really difficult that you cannot see well. Continuous work on the computers. If you are in a factory which is doing glass work, there's a lot of heat out there. Now this heat, continuous high heat, working in high heat, causes a lot of problems. There could be sports, there could be sports injuries, sports related injuries. So there are a lot of things which do happen in your life when you're an adult, right? So what is it that you as a person looking at, what I'm talking to you right now, on giving you certain pointers, that what is it that you can do so that you can prevent or sort of halt the progress or prevent the blindness from coming in. Yes, the most important is, yes, diet. You need to have a completely balanced diet. Add in fruits, nuts, fresh vegetables to it. A balanced diet, yes, takes care of the eye very well. Secondly, keep your diabetes and hypertension under control. Why so? Because diabetes uncontrolled is gradually going to cause effects in your eye and the retina, and you might have diabetic retinopathy, and you might go blind because of that, because of continuous treatments which keep happening. Now diabetes and blood pressure also have other effects on the body. Now you could end up having a stroke. Now a stroke is going to cause a blindness because your eye may be completely normal, but what the brain receives, that area of your brain could be completely dead. So you could stop seeing there, right? Now age-related macular degenerations will give a right central spot of blindness. Now that's why you need to have a good balanced diet which has rich in antioxidants and vitamins. So that's what you need to do. Have a diet which is balanced. Exercise well so that you can keep yourself fit. Your diabetes is taken care of, your blood pressure, your heart disease, all these things are well under control, right? Then there could be psychiatric illnesses which are there. The psychiatric illnesses are also on medication. Now these people are usually prone for glaucomas and you may not be aware of it. There is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis medications can cause blindness. So these are all reversible if diagnosed early and the medication is stopped so that further progression is stopped. Right. So what you need to do is first a balanced diet, keep yourself fit, see that your systemic medications are well taken and your diabetes, blood pressure, your heart disease, thyroid, all of them are well under control. And last but not the least, yes, you need to go and have regular eye checks with your eye doctor. Reason being that you are not going to be able to diagnose sitting at home that something is going wrong with you, because certain diseases gradually grow and cause blindness. Overnight, nothing does happen. But if an expert looks into your eye and sees that there's something wrong, at least a diagnosis is made well in time so that we can prevent whatever blindness you are likely to get in the future if things are uncontrolled. So like I always say, a stitch in time saves 9. If you want to know any more about this, you can please connect with me at Lybrate at lybrate.com. Thank you so much.